Do not load the gun for those quisling politicians in Parliament to fire the next day. Every single one of them are traitors in Parliament.
Sadiq Khan under fire. Tommy Robinson causes unbelievable scene. You're not going to believe what just happened. In one of the most dramatic moments London politics has seen in months, Sadiq Khan the Mayor himself found the spotlight turned on him in a way he didn't expect. And at the center of it all, Tommy Robinson. Yes, the same controversial figure who always manages to stir headlines. This time, he wasn't just making noise online, he was right there causing a scene so intense, it left the assembly floor shaken and the public divided. Let's break this down, because the fallout from this clash could ripple far beyond the walls of City Hall. So here's what went down. During a heated assembly session, tensions were already running high. Khan was facing a barrage of tough questions over crime rates, public safety, and London's budget priorities. But before he could settle into his usual rhythm, Robinson, who had been pressing hard on issues he claims the mayor has mishandled, cut straight through the noise with a direct, no-holds-barred confrontation. It wasn't the standard political sparring you might expect. No, this was sharp, raw, and public. His words landed heavy, his tone was unrelenting, and the moment quickly spiraled into what many are calling one of the most chaotic exchanges in recent memory. People in the chamber were stunned. Some gasped, some shouted back, and security was immediately on alert. Now, here's the thing. This wasn't just about a disagreement over policy. This was personal, it was political, and it was symbolic of the wider clash gripping the UK right now. On one side, you have Khan, a figure who has represented London's progressive politics for years. On the other, Robinson, a man who positions himself as the voice of those who feel ignored, silenced, or brushed aside by the establishment. That collision played out live was bound to set the country talking. And talking they are. The reactions started pouring in almost instantly. One assembly member reportedly muttered, "This is chaos, absolute chaos, he's lost control of the room." On social media, the scene blew up. One user tweeted, "Say what you want about Robinson, but at least he's saying what others won't." Another fired back, "This is an embarrassment, politics is not a circus. London deserves better than shouting matches." And then came the bigger question. How did Khan himself respond? Well, visibly frustrated, the mayor tried to maintain composure, insisting that London's challenges require serious discussion, not grandstanding. But as cameras rolled, it was clear the moment had already escaped his grip. The clip was already going viral, and the narrative was being shaped online faster than Khan could recover. Why does this matter? Because moments like this cut deeper than a single headline. They expose the widening gap between politicians and the public mood. For years, Khan has projected stability, diplomacy, and polished leadership. Robinson, by contrast, thrives on disruption, raw confrontation, and saying the unsayable. When those two forces collide, it doesn't just spark noise, it taps into something far bigger. Frustration, division, and the hunger for authenticity, no matter how messy it looks. And that's why this story is sticking. Political insiders aren't ignoring it either. One senior Labour figure reportedly told a local paper, "We can't underestimate how damaging this looks. The mayor being shouted down so aggressively it leaves the impression he's vulnerable, even if the details don't matter." Meanwhile, commentators on the right have been quick to frame this as a wake-up call for London leadership. Even international media picked up the story, with one European outlet headlining it as "Populist Firebrand Confronts London Mayor in Shocking Scene." It's not just about what happened in the room, it's about how the narrative is being spun, and how quickly it's fueling the already polarized debate about leadership in Britain. And here's something you can't ignore: the timing. Khan is under mounting pressure as London faces rising costs, public safety concerns, and deep political divides. With elections on the horizon, every headline matters, every viral moment counts. And this was a headline handed on a silver platter to his critics. Robinson, whether you like him or loathe him, understands media moments. He knows how to create spectacle. And he knows that a 30-second clip of shouting, clashing, and walking out can sometimes land harder than a 50-page policy document. And in the digital age, optics can define careers. So what happens next? That's the question burning in everyone's mind. Will this fade away as just another political outburst, lost in the endless churn of the news cycle? Or will this be the spark that shifts momentum, emboldens Khan's critics, and forces his supporters to defend him even harder? Because here's the reality: sometimes it's not the policy that defines a leader's legacy, it's the moments. The raw, unscripted, unpredictable moments that get replayed over and over again. And this moment, it's already playing on repeat. The bigger picture is this: politics is no longer confined to speeches and policy debates. It's theater. It's optics. It's perception. And when a figure like Tommy Robinson storms the stage, even if only for a few minutes, the entire production changes. Londoners are watching. The UK is watching. And the world? Well, they've just been given another glimpse into the turbulence of British politics. So as we close this out, one question lingers. If this is what we're seeing on camera, what's happening off camera? And more importantly, if this was just one scene, how much louder, messier, and more unpredictable will the next act be? Because one thing's certain: this isn't the end of the story. Not even close.